Hey guys, how you doing? So I've been gone for a while, and that's why I haven't made like a YouTube video in like 2 weeks. And what I mean by gone is that I've kind of been, to be honest, I've been in a slump with both like mentally and getting stuff done. Like I haven't been as productive as I usually am, and I think that happened because of the election. I got kind of too wrapped into it. It's kind of interesting to me, like the whole back and forth that's going on between it. And then also another big thing that happened was I this sucks, but I got restricted from advertising on Facebook, and Facebook and Instagram are linked together because I used to run a ton of ads on Instagram, which helped my page grow a lot. And for some reason, Facebook restricted me from advertising and kicked me off. And I tried to do workarounds on it, and I'll explain this right now how that works. So I had to contact them to like appeal my case and say like why did I get kicked off and all this stuff, and I called them twice. They didn't help me at all. And also the thing that sucks is that it can take months for them to get back to you because you have to go through like a message channel with them, and I have like an open case with them, and I wrote this whole thing out for them. And I even told their team, I was like, hey, you guys need to let people know when they get kicked off why they got kicked off, because I had no reason for it. And I kind of suspect what it is. It's because I think I got too many ads rejected, and if there's a threshold of like if you try to post an ad and then it gets rejected, and then later on you try to do another one and it gets rejected, and then like it triggers the algorithm and you get restricted. I think that was one of the reasons why. And also this was on my part, but I didn't read the terms and policies for Facebook advertising, which I guess I suggest you guys do that now. If you do run ads, make sure you're being careful with that. Because I do post a lot of like guns and all this stuff on my page, which I like, but that's Instagram and Facebook necessarily don't really like that stuff. And they're really strict. Like for instance, I had an ad that was doing super well. It was an ad for, let's see, 1 second here, for this sticker right here and this sticker, right? And then it's like parodying cigarettes, like smoking kills or kills. And then this one. So I was literally, there's an ad running for selling stickers, and there was a picture of a US Army soldier like putting out a cigarette on his arm. And this ad was like one of my best performing ads, and they cut it off like when it was almost done through the ad spend. And then like that ad became restricted. Then I reposted the same ad, but I covered up the cigarette with the corner of a sticker so you couldn't see it, but I think it still caught through the algorithm, and they didn't like me after that. Because one of my ads went through their system and it was only caught later, So I guess my advice for you guys is to be careful when you're doing that, because I had the ball rolling really well for my business and the brand, picking up new audiences. And I wasn't actually targeting, my ads were actually not targeted towards sales specifically. It was targeted towards traffic to my page, my Instagram page, so I can get the audience built up, and then later down the road, like people can buy stuff. I wasn't necessarily running ads that go directly to my website for store sales, because my strategy is a little bit different. So when I got kicked off, or restricted, I guess right now, my sales didn't plummet or anything, and I still, this is like onto the new month, I'm still doing totally fine. So that's good to know. But the problem is I was aggressively expanding the business doing that because I had a big budget for ads. And now I'm in a weird spot where my plans for the new year have shifted. Also, not to be political or anything, but I have no idea if Joe Biden or Donald Trump will be the president. And to be honest, the older I get, the more I think about it. Whoever's president, it does kind of affect the economy a bit. So I don't really know how that's going to turn out. And also, I've been really paying attention to the pandemic has really restructured the world, and going into the new year, there's going to be a lot of big changes this decade with the economy and the world and all this stuff. I'm not sure how much you guys pay attention to that, but I'm really aware of what's going on. So my mental state is in a funk, and I'm just trying to figure stuff out. So my plans for my business and stuff kind of got shifted. I'm obviously still going to keep going hard, and I'm going to do whatever I can, but kind of sucks because now I'm restricted from advertising. But I want to give you guys some hope. Don't have bottlenecks in your business. And I think I explained this in a previous video about certain things that can restrict your workflow and your budget and stuff like that. Like, make sure that you're careful where you put your time and money in the business, because you don't, if something gets shut down, you don't want all your systems to get shut down, right? You don't want to be just a brand on Instagram or just a brand on Facebook or just on social media, right? There's people that are TikTok influencers, and their whole persona and their image is all on one app. And like, if that app got shut down, like, they're gone. They're nobody. No one cares about them anymore, right? So you want to create like, you want to get rid of bottlenecks in your business, and you also want to like kind of make a moat around yourself. And what I mean by that is you have your castle, which is your business, and the moat is what protects the castle. So you want to make sure you're really defending your castle and your business, and you have plan Bs, and you also have strategies to have workarounds, problems, you know? So right now I'm trying to figure out if I can find different avenues of advertising. I know there's tons of other things I can do, like for instance, Google AdWords is one, and I think that I can, at least I'm gonna try to learn that and see how it goes, even if I don't use it, because I can, you know, go on Instagram manually and do work and stuff like that. Or because I have such a large audience built up, I can go and instead of spending money on ads, I can spend that money more into product development and making even better products, and like focusing more on that kind of side of stuff. I might do that. But yeah, so yeah, I wanted to tell you guys that that's where I've been in that kind of weird slump and funk, and got restricted my advertising. But also I kind of realized something super important when it comes to being in like a slump and not being motivated, because this past week it's been difficult for me, and I realized that I really fell off my systems, especially like my morning. Like, I wasn't strict on myself, and I wasn't following my core principles on being productive and getting stuff done throughout the day, because for some reason, maybe I'm wired that way, maybe it's humans are wired that way, but when I like, every morning when I get the ball rolling, I'm being productive and doing stuff, it totally sets my mood for the day, and I just get a ton of stuff done. And for some reason, just that was not the case for the past 2 weeks. It's been weird. Yesterday and this morning though, I'm in a better spot now, and I feel like I'm turning the corner. I've just been getting more stuff done, and I'm looking forward. Well, this new year, to be honest, I have no idea what it's gonna look like, but I'm gonna push ahead no matter what. I still have big plans for everything. I'm still gonna, you know, do everything. And also I wanted to mention that I will be making a YouTube series, like step by step on how to start a clothing brand. So like, really in depth, like from the very earliest stages all the way to like where I am right now. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did, and I will make like one video and go super in depth. It might be like 15 to 30 minutes long each video. I'll explain like how to find a screen printer, how to get designs or make them yourself, how to find ideas. Like, I'll go super in depth about all the nuances and stuff. And also, because you know how I've been making these videos like this, they're really spontaneous, and I just like show what I'm doing here. Although a lot of the videos made are like really great tips and stuff, some of you guys are in different stages, so you don't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily apply to you right now. Some of you guys might be in the really early stages of making their brand, and you need like more guidance and direction of where to go next. So that's why I'm gonna make a really structured video set. It might also be more edited and professional. We'll see, because I'm kind of want it to be an investment, because I think these videos will stay on YouTube for like a really long time. The cool thing about YouTube is once you post a video, it's there, unless you delete it, it's pretty much there forever, and thousands of people can come across it and see it. And also, YouTube is a great way for people to find your brand. I'm sure people have found my brand through this channel, and if they did, that's great, you know. So that's my plan. I will still post videos like this, like vlogs, spontaneous videos, showing little things like here and there, like I'm improving on. But I will go through and make structured videos, and it'll be called like episode 1, episode 2, and it could have like 50 episodes, you know, something like that. It's gonna be crazy because it's gonna be super in depth. I've seen other people make videos about starting brands, but I don't feel like they've got super in depth about every single thing that's going on. And I'm not holding anything back about exactly how I started it, because I'm doing my thing, and I encourage other people to do their brands and do their own thing. There's so many talented people out there, and when everyone else is doing their thing and like figuring out new ways to do stuff, that's how the community grows. And that's how, like, having good competition is good. Like, it's like friendly competition, because both parties will grow from it, and the products, the services, and ideas will keep getting better and better. So that's what I'm looking forward to. For instance, an example of this is Elon Musk. All of his stuff is basically open source. He posts all of his ideas and like the diagrams and technical aspects of all of his stuff for public. Even though he has a major successful company, Tesla, they still post all that stuff in like the public sector, so other companies can copy them. But it's funny because he's not worried about competition or anything, because everyone knows that Tesla was the first company to do that kind of stuff and really revolutionize that market. So he wants other companies to do that also, and then bring their ideas to the table, and then he will have that healthy competition that both parties will grow, right? So I guess in a sense, I think of it that way, and I want to give back to the audience and help you guys out as much as possible, because I know you guys have a lot of questions, and I want each video to go in depth. So anytime someone asks me a question on my page, I can just send them directly to a video, and it has the correct answer, and it's also in depth. So that's where I've been, you guys. There's gonna be a drop. It should be later this month. I hope everything will get here in time. If not, it'll be early December. So look out for that. And then there's also gonna be something else cool happening at the end of the month. But you'll see that later. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video, and subscribe to the channel and let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys.